How can these shapes be Incan when they look like airplanes? Oh, I see. They're insects of some sort. Archaeology is a very delicate field of study. You have to put yourself in the mindset of people and cultures who died centuries before you were even born. Humans interpret strange phenomena based on what they already know. If the Inca had seen planes, they might have assumed they were some sort of bird. Given that, these shapes may not be insects after all. Some of them look more like fish. Patoli is said to be one of the oldest games in America, played by...
Oh, gosh!
There's something there. A burnt note. I can still make out part of it. Ikal, consider this the official end of our business relationship. Signed, Sumac.
A tragedy. I must see Shoko.
Looks like the body was moved. Hello? Shoko?
Yes, how?
I know this is difficult, but I need you to tell me what happened.
I was at the market with... Oh, poor Sumac.
Take your time. Start from the beginning. You're at the market?
Yes, with Agna. I was going to Mikuk. It was my husband's favorite.
Akna?
One of my servants.
What happened when you came home?
I found Taruka in the kitchen, standing over Sumac. His hands covered in my husband's blood. I yelled and the guards arrived.
Was he holding a weapon?
No.
Did you hear a loud slam as you arrived?
No, of course not.
What about Akna?
What about her? She was with me. She accompanied me to the market and back.
Where is she now?
Recovering in her room. She's had quite a shock.
I'll go talk to her.
But... yes, of course. As you wish, Ahau.
Greetings, Ahau.
What do you have?
Sumac was stabbed in the neck many times with something pointy and very sharp.
Like an arrow or a knife?
Whatever it was, it's gone now. We've searched the entire room.
Then the murderer took the weapon with them. May I have a look at the body?
Of course. May the gods grant you the wisdom to see what I can.
For a stab wound, there's not much blood. There are bloody tracks on the floor.
This will never be clean. I must. I promised I would. It was only...
How? Hello? Is it true? Sumac was murdered?
Yes, I'm looking for Akna. I have questions for her.
The servant girl? I wouldn't waste any time on her. She doesn't know anything. She can't even see what's going on right in front of her eyes every day.
What do you mean?
I apologize, How. It's not my place to speak.
If you know something, tell me.
Let's just say Shoko and Sumac didn't have the most passionate of marriages. Shoko always had eyes for Ikal.
Ikal? Sumac's business partner. So they were friends.
They're much more than friends, I think.
Thank you for the information.
The pleasure is mine, How.
Imagine, murdered in your own home, by your own servant.
Pakal, Taruka is innocent. Sumac was killed by his business partner, Ikal. I found a note, terminating their business relationship, which would have ruined Ikal.
Find Ikal!
While Shoko and Akna were at the market, Ikal entered the house, stabbed Sumac in the passage back there, and dragged the body where the servant Taruka would easily find it. Then he slammed the inner gate shut to attract Taruka's attention, leaving through the servants' quarters.
Ahau, please, go set Tarukas free. Thank you for your help. We will bring Ikal to justice. Please accept this as a token of our gratitude.
Taruka, you're free to go.
Thank you, Ahau. Sometimes there is justice.
Sometimes.
Sensata na pili ka witch. Hakan, how dare you ask Aron to do such a thing?
What would you have me do? Go myself? How long would it be before my head is rolling down the steps from the upper city?
Ma, you have only yourself to blame for that.
Don't you lecture me on...
Hakan?
Who are you?
I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, remember?
Priest! I didn't recognize you out of costume. Ah, It's good to see you again, my friend.
You too. How's Kiara?
She still has a father, thanks to you.
If I remember correctly, it took both of us to get out of that cell. So how have you been?
I'm trying my best not to squander the second chance I was given, but I may not have a choice.
What's the trouble?
Aaron, one of the men who lives here, happens to work at the guard barracks in the upper city. I asked him to do some snooping around for me, but he hasn't returned.
You're afraid something's happened to him?
His sister is. She always worries for him, but she has a point. If I've put Aaron in danger, and the woman who runs this little halfway house in the garbage finds out, Kiara and I will be out on our ear.
I could check on Aaron for you. If he's in some sort of trouble, maybe I can pull him out.
You do have a knack for it, I'll give you that. Do you still have that priest outfit of yours?
As it happens, I do.
Good. Aaron is a custodian at the guard barracks in the upper city. That outfit is going to get you through the door.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. Maya and Inca. Ill-suited to the local land, the Maya's agriculture techniques of slash and burn.
I don't know anything. I never know anything.
This staff has a jury-rigged flintlock mechanism, similar to those from European firearms. The cultist priests must have used this during their ceremony. We leave the city at first light, which is just as well, for a terrible disease has spread across it. dead and dying line the paths and choke the streams. Many are saying it is punishment from the gods. Journal of Adelantado Perez. November 1603. I accompanied Andreas Lopez, a group of 12 soldiers and 2 Molosses through the jungle. The directions the Jesuits provided to Trinity were excellent, so we discovered the hidden city with little difficulty. The natives of the city welcomed us warily, but we plied them with gifts, and they reluctantly allowed us to enter the city, unaware of our true intentions. Lopez has begun to search for the artifact while we distract the city's leaders. Must be the temple I saw from the riverbanks. Hun Bats and Hun Choen were twin brothers, older half-siblings of the more celebrated Maya hero twins. Jealous of their brothers, the monkey twins would always cheat during football matches and ruin them with their aggressive tactics. In retaliation, the hero twins lured them up a tree which never stopped growing, preventing Hun Bats and Hun Choen from getting down. The hero twins convinced them that they could use their belts to climb down, but this turned out to be another trick, and the belts became tails, turning the elder twins into monkeys. I must have arrived at the right time. It looks like the cultists were just here. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. Only the worthy may call upon Kinichahal. Use his light to chase the shadows from your hearts. Amazing. This must be where they perform rituals honoring the sun. 4 mirrors, each with a different marking. They're numbered. This is mirror 1. I'll need to go through the central pavilion to reach the altar. Four mirrors, each with a different marking. They're numbered. This is mirror 1. I'll need to go through the central pavilion to reach the altar. won't last long if I fall in the water. This is Mirror 2. Need to create a path to Mirror 3. Need to create a path to Mirror 3. Need to create a path to Mirror 3. Can't make it across. I'll have to backtrack. Need to create a path to Mirror 3. Need to create a path to Mirror 3. Four mirrors, each with a different marking. They're numbered Mirror 3. Need to create a path to Mirror 2. Need to create a path to Mirror 2. The Divine Canoe, which carries Maya's souls through the underworld and into the sky, is directed by 2 gods. Old Stingray Paddler sits in the back of the canoe and handles the duties during the day, while Old Jaguar Paddler sits in the front and takes care of the night shift. These 2 gods symbolize not only light and darkness, day and night, but also the interdependence of all equal and opposite forces. Need to create a path to Mirror 2. 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 This must be Mirror 4. I can get to the altar now. I can get to the altar now. There was a corridor near Mirror 4. There was There's a corridor near Mirror 4.